Hello guys, this is DJ Dimaliuat, and for this video, we will be talking about VUL or the Variable Universal Life Insurance Policy and how does it really work. So hopefully I can really give light. I will do my best to clarify all the things, the questions in your mind about VUL and probably help you decide if the VUL that you have or you plan to be getting is for you or if it's not really for you. So I will present it objectively so that you will not just listen to a financial advisor who's pushing his or her product to you, also to a non-financial advisor na probably there's also a different agenda why sinasabi nila BTID lang and not VUL. So I'll try to really be objective in this video and discuss with you para hindi ka naman masyadong kabahan or ma-frustrate kung meron ka ng VUL policy na you've been hearing a lot of negative things, or if you're just deciding, then probably you can make the best decision for you. So what is VUL ba talaga? It's a life insurance policy with a built-in savings component that is invested. So that savings component is invested usually in bonds or in the stock market. So when you say in the stock market or in bonds, it can be here in the Philippines or globally. There are different companies like us in AIA who can tap the global funds. It has a life insurance and then a savings component or an investment component for that matter. It basically follows the BTID concept or the buy term invest the difference. You're buying a term insurance in VUL because it charges you on a regular basis habang may ini-insure ka versus your account value. Later, I'll clarify that. And then, yung sobra, yung nagiging savings, it's being invested. So, it's just 2-in-1. Ganun yung nangyayari. So, if you want to do it on your own, then you do BTID. If you want part of your money na may iba ring nag-handle, then you do VUL. The purpose of VUL really is still focused in insurance and long-term savings. Now, for me, yung pa rin, sa experience ko sa industry na to, maganda pa rin talaga na meron kang VUL, but the purpose should be talagang kinukuha mo siya for your protection, life insurance coverage, and then may savings siya for the long term. Hindi siya pwedeng immediate, kasi maraming gusto mag-withdraw kagad ng VUL, and that's the challenge. Hindi siya pang short-term savings. Definitely, pag nag-withdraw ka for the short-term, lugi ka nga talaga. Investment in VUL, which yes, part of your money is being invested, is only secondary. The purpose of that is para mag-grow yung fund so that it can sustain your account value, or probably yun nga, makapag-save ka for the long term in the future, maybe for allocation of your kids, for travel 10 years and above, kung bata ka pa and magpapakasal ka in the future, probably a wedding fund, or your retirement fund. So yun yung mga purpose niya, long term talaga, 10 years and above. VUL has 3 payment terms. Meron niyang single premium, one time lang. Usually malaki yung cash out mo. In our company, it's 125,000. And then wala ka ng requirement na maglagay ulit. Merong regular pay, which is pay up to age 100. Hulog ka talaga up to age 100. Maraming products na ganyan. Sometimes disguised lang as 10 years to pay, pero in reality, pay up to age 100 siya. And then, merong limited pay. Meron 3 years to pay, may 5 years, may 7 years, may 10 years, may 15 years, may 20 years. But again, it's just a projection. It's still not guaranteed. In worst market conditions, you may need to continue paying even after your paying period. Ganon si VUL. So, let me compare VUL with whole life in this table. Yung VUL, yun nga, insured ka up to age 100 or younger depending on the design of the product. So there are products na up to age 88 lang, meron up to age 80 lang, ganun yung mga nakita ko, no? Yun yung usual, 80 and above. Si whole life naman, talagang up to age 100 ka covered. Yun yung design niya, kaya siya whole life. In the insurance industry, whole life is 100, ganun. So, yun talaga yung parang graduation. Pag buhay ka pa by age 100, ipipay out na yung pera sa'yo. Whether it's VUL or whole life, whatever that amount is. Alright, so, si VUL, fluctuating yung account value niya. It can go higher, it can go lower. It's not guaranteed. It's marked to market. It means that pwede siyang ma-beat niya yung projections. Pwede rin namang lower than that, so it can be frustrating. Si whole life naman, it has guaranteed cash value, but usually the cash values, sa majority of the time of your policy, it's lower than what you paid for. But only until like say, mga 60s ka na or before ka mag-retire, like 80, 100, dun yung ma-overtake yung what you paid for. No? So, pero guaranteed siya. Definitely may ma-withdraw ka and then there are no charges if you withdraw in full. Alright, so si VUL, investment risk is passed to you, the policyholder. So, ini-insure kita part of your money and then yung kalahati or whatever part of your money mo, it's invested and then depende kung ano yung maging returns, you bear the risk. You also bear the reward. So, sa whole life, the investment risk is bear the insurance company. So, meaning, may gagaranti na sila na amount, hindi sila ganun kataas para hindi risky. Pero whatever happens to the market, they will give to you the guaranteed cash value. So yun yun. Kung kumita ng malaki yun, mapakita nila malaki yung pera, kanila na yun tubo kasi ginaranti ka na nila. No? So it means both are good depending ngayon kung ano yung risk appetite mo. So what are the factors that affect or reduce the investment component of your VUL policy? So let's read in this next slide. Number one is not paying your premiums on time. No? Because if you don't pay your premiums on time, usually magpa-premium holiday yan, no? Pag beyond 30 days of your grace period, pag beyond that. So meron charges yon na ibabawas yung charges na yon para ma-insure ka pa din. No? Para i-charge ka, kakainin yung account value mo para ma-insure ka. No? Number two, policy charges. So, may monthly charges that are automatically deducted on your account value as long as the policy is in force, right? Regardless if you're premium paying or fully paid. So I've said this in a lot of my videos about VUL that even if you're fully paid, you're still being charged charges to maintain your account, like the admin charges, yung fund management charges because they are managing it for you. The cost of insurance if there is, which later we will dig deep into. Right? Number three is making partial withdrawals. So alam naman natin that in any time in point you can withdraw but subject to charges sa first 10 years usually or even beyond 10 years. Kapag nag-withdraw ka, wala man charge yun, liliit yung account value mo, lalaki yung insurance cost mo. Later I'll talk more about that in detail. And then in number four, extreme market volatility or for fund performance. No? So, kunyari na lang talaga, let's say dumaan nga tayo ng pandemic, marami talagang funds nung pandemic, even naman kahit sa stock market ka naka-invest, nag-crash talaga siya. No, I think our stock market went down by 40% if I'm not mistaken in 2020. So, your account value will really be reduced. The only challenge with VUL would be since ini-insure ka niya, lumiit yung pera mo, lumaki yung net amount at risk, which I will explain in detail. Yun, lalo siyang lalaki yung babayaran mong insurance, di ba? So, if nag-withdraw ka or bumagsak yung market, lumalaki yung difference between the insured amount and your money. So, lumalaki yung cost of insurance bukod pa sa as you age, insurance cost gets higher. Right? So, tignan nyo dito sa pinakababa that if your account value is no longer enough to cover for the appropriate policy charges, your policy and all its benefits will automatically terminate. So, those are the factors that affect or reduce the investment component of your VUL policy. Let's talk about the charges in a VUL policy. Ano ba yung mga different charges kapag bumili ka ng isang VUL policy? There are 6 that I can list down. Premium charges, cost of insurance, admin charges, premium holiday, surrender charges, and then the fund management charges. So isa-isahin natin. So first is premium charges. So sa premium charges, when you pay for your insurance policy, it's being charged Depende sa design ng product. In this screenshot, you will see that the first 5 years, merong binabawa sa policy mo. And it changes from policy to policy. There are policies that is just higher than this. So if you can see the policy year 1, 40% dito. I've seen policies as high as 90%. Depende nga sa laki ng insurance na binabayaran mo for that design of the policy. No? So, makikita mo dyan sa bottom part that these charges are applied to cover for the admin expenses incurred for the policy, and it will be deducted prior to the purchase of units in your chosen funds. No? So, before ipambili ng fund yan, charge muna siya ng premium charges. So that's the reason why, if you can see in this proposal, no, let's say if you're just paying 50,000 in a year, mapapansin mo year 1 and year 2, 0 pa siya. So wala ka talaga mawi-withdraw, no, for this proposal, for this sample product. Wala ka mawi-withdraw sa first year mo, and then sa second year mo, even at the 10% annual returns, nasa 22,000 pa lang kasi may charges pa din eh. No? So, and then unti-unti. Again, this is not yung 40-20 ganyan, no? This is a different plan that I'm showing you. Just to show you that, yun nga, possibly the first few years, wala pa talagang masyadong pera sa account value mo. So don't be surprised. It's normal, ganun po talaga siya. No? And then if you can see, no, at the 10% rate of return, kung nakapagbayad ka ng 50,000 for 10 years, that's about 500,000. Dun pa lang yan na-eclipse yung hinulog mo. No? So dito, 616,000 siya. In fact, pag nag 4% performance lang, nasa 464,000 lang siya. So it's still lower than what you paid for. So depende siya sa market performance. Kaya ako binanggit din kanina na long-term savings talaga ang VUL. The next charge that you will incur, your policy will incur, is the cost of insurance. Sa letter B, you can see that the insurance charge is the cost of providing insurance coverage and rider coverage, if any, kung meron kang rider, associated with the plan. So, syempre, depende kung ano yung coverage mo, ano yung mga benefits na nakukuha mo sa plan mo. This will depend on the attained age, sex, risk classification, no, kung sa occupation mo, right? And it's deducted monthly from the account value. So, monthly po yan binabawas unti-unti, no? Again, kahit fully paid ka na, na-charge ka ng insurance charges because of the net amount at risk. So let me explain with you the net amount at risk in your VUL policies. Right, so example, ang insurance coverage mo is 2 million pesos. And then after 10, 15, 20 years, meron ka ng account value na 1.5 million. No? Kunyari, nagbayad ka ng 1 million, tapos naging 1.5 million na yung account value mo, pero hindi mo siya binibiddraw. No? Dahil 2 million ang insurance coverage mo, kahit 1.5 million yung account value mo, i-minus mo yun, 2 million minus 1.5 million, you still get 500,000 difference, di ba? That difference is the net amount at risk. Bakit? Sino may risk nun? Risk yun ng insurance company. Kasi di ba, ang pera mo pa lang sa akin, 1.5 million, tapos 2 million ibibigay ko sa beneficiaries mo in case of death. So, meaning may risk sa akin yun. You have to pay that. I will charge you insurance premium for that. No, kahit fully paid ka na, unti-unti binabawas yun. Ang maganda lang, mura na lang yung 500,000 para ka lang nagbayad ng term insurance kung magkano yung 500,000, di ba? Like sa age ko, sa term insurance, probably 2,200, 2,300 a year for a 35-year-old male. No? So, mababa lang yung charge na yan. Ang problem, kapag winidraw mo yan, kunyari, nag-withdraw ka ng half. Kunyari, sabi ng advisor ko, I can withdraw half of my policy. No? So, pwede naman. Wala nang charges kasi more than 10 years na. So, withdraw mo 750,000. So, naging 750,000 na lang yung natitira mong account value. 2 million minus 750,000, 1.25 million na yung net amount of risk ni company. Higher yung insurance charges na i-charge sa policy mo on a regular basis. You have to pay for this insurance. The next charge will be the admin charges. So again, if you can see that in letter C, administrative charges is the cost of maintenance of the policy. So this is equivalent to 200 pesos per month and is deducted monthly from the account value. So meaning, the bigger yung premium mo, mas sulit ka dito kasi pareho lang siya eh, no? So, kung mas malaki yung premium mo in your policy, isang policy lang yun, of course, you're paying for the company, the operations of the company. They're charging 200 pesos per month doon. Next would be the premium holiday charges. So, you can see as well that in case that premiums are not paid within the grace period of 31 days from the due date, a premium holiday charge, which is a percentage of basic premium, will be deducted from your account value based on the schedule below. So, depende siya per product kung magkano yung charge. Usually, it follows the premium charge. Since hindi ka nakabayad, i-charge niya ulit lang yung kung ano man yung dapat ibayad. No? So, ibig sabihin, let's say if your due is 100,000 a year, example, then let's say second policy year na, so 20,000 yun. The policy needs to charge 20,000 from your account value kung meron ka. Pero since hindi ka naghulog, nabawasan yung account value mo for the premium holiday charge. Pero ang maganda, insured ka pa din. So anything happens to you, death, or kung mayroong health insurance yung VUL mo, edi covered ka. Yun yung maganda. Right? The next charge is surrender charges. Ito, very important that you will understand this. A lot of people who buys life insurance policy, especially VUL, doesn't understand the surrender charges. It says here that withdrawals are subject to surrender charges based on the schedule below. So meron table yan, depende sa product. So meaning, pag nag-withdraw ka on a certain year, meron siyang certain charge. Kunyari, dito, for this policy, first year and second year, 100%. No? So hindi ka pwede mag-withdraw. Pag nag-withdraw ka, maubos lang din siya lahat. And anyway, halos walang laman din yung account value mo. On the third year, 75%. So kahit merong 10,000 yan na account value, pag withdraw mo siya, 2,500 na lang yung makukuha mo. On the year 4, 50%, year 5, 30%. Year 6 to 10, meron pa rin, pero usually based on experience, year 6 to 10, maliit na lang, like 5% or 10%. And then year 11 onwards, wala na siyang surrender charge. And lastly, fund management charges. So yung fund management charge, it covers the investment expenses and other liabilities in managing the assets in the investment fund. So depende sa klase ng fund, kapag mas maraming ginagawa dun sa fund na yon, bantayan talaga, di mas malaki yung charge mo. Kapag global funds, probably mas malaki rin. Kapag index, usually based on experience, pag index fund, a bit lower yung fund management charge. So ito naman yung binabayad dun sa fund manager, di ba? Yung cost of managing your fund kasi iba yung nag-i-invest for you. So, sina-charge din po yung policy mo niyan on an annual basis. Usually, hindi naman ganun kalaki. This time, I want to talk about the 4 types of VUL for me. No? So, hindi to tinuro sa mga training. Ito lang yung observation ko that whichever companies pa yan kumuha or anong klaseng product pa yan, may 4 lang talaga na klase, no? na general types. No? So, ibig sabihin, the products are just almost the same. The first is yung investment focused. Meaning single premium siya, one time ka magbabayad, and then it acts like a mutual fund. May minimal charge for the insurance because you get to be insured 125% of your money. Kunyari, 1 million yung pera mo, in-invest mo, 1.25 million yung insurance mo. So may 250,000 na makukuha yung family mo, or 1 million plus 1 plus 250,000 in case of death nung investor. So yun, yung pera mo kahit bumagsak yung fund, magiging 1.95 million siya. In our company, AIA, yung product na yan, it's called Money 3. The second is yung protection focused naman, meaning sa binabayad mong premium, regular pay siya. Pag sinabing regular pay, up to age 100. So sa amount of premium, ang laki ng coverage. For example, the one that I got when I was 26 years old, yung Family Secure, hanggang ngayon meron kami niyan. Sa 30,000 a year na premium, 2.88 million yung coverage. So napakalaki ng coverage. So pang protection siya, halos walang mapupunta sa investment. The third is hybrid. So meaning pinaghalong investment and protection pinagsama. So most VULs are like this. Yung pinaghalo siya, usually limited pay yan, no? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years to pay, 7 years, whatever the design. So the purpose of this is talagang makapag-ipon ka. So, ang goal niya is long-term savings, and then ini-insure ka lang just in case something happens, at least may insurance, may makukuha yung family mo. No, so yun. But really, it's more about savings. Not really investment, but it's really about savings. For me, VUL is more about long-term savings. And fourth is, para siyang hybrid, but it's really more health-focused. So nauso na yan ngayon na yung mga hybrid plans, insurance plus investments, maraming riders for health. Critical illness, minsan may hospitalization, medical reimbursement due to accident, may waiver of premium due to critical illness, etc. Right, so our product na ganyan is Health Invest in AIA. So ito naka-focus siya sa health. Meaning kukunin mo siya not for the investment talaga, but it's really for health protection. Yung pera nandoon is hindi mo siya withdrawin in 5 years or in 10 years, no? Pag tumanda ka na, pag na-accumulate yung fund, it can add to your health fund. Yun yung purpose ng health focus. So again, if you can see, VUL is really for long term. Except probably the investment focus, the single pay na minimum 5 years. After 5 years, you can withdraw. But still, it's a long term, no? Kung tutuusin mo compared to other investment products that probably mutual fund, 6 months lang, yung mga stock market, you can sell anytime, etc. So for me, those are the 4 types of VUL. I have a longer video about this that you can see also in my channel, and I will leave the link in the description here in this video. After all the things that we've discussed, I want to show you that amidst all the challenges, the charges and everything, probably the confusing details about VUL, I want to share with you the beauty about VUL. Bakit din siya maganda? And if you have a VUL policy, this is how I would want you to appreciate it. Or kung kukuha ka pa lang and you're considering na VUL yung para sa'yo, then this is how good VUL can be. Number one, mainly it guarantees an amount for your family while you're saving for a financial goal, for your long-term financial goal. Example, if I want to send my kids to school at age 18, 4-year-old pa lang yung panganay ko, so 14 years from now, di ba kailangan ko pag-ipunan yun? But while doing that, there's a big risk, 14 years. Now, I don't know what will happen, di ba? There might be death or disability that can happen along those years. So, VUL has an insurance portion that anything happens while you're saving for a very amazing financial goal, yung dream mo for your family, maybe a travel abroad, di ba? Maybe, yun nga, education for your kids, or a graduation gift for your kids na papasok. May gusto kang pag-ipunan in the future. Sinisave mo na yon, pinoprotect mo na yung goal na yon with that certain insurance coverage. So meaning kung 5 million ang goal mo, ideally, your insurance coverage should also be 5 million just for that goal. Let me share with you this drawing. If this is now, meron kang goal in the future, whatever that is, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years from now, 20 years from now, you have a goal. So let's say your goal is 5 million pesos. Hindi ba na kahit hindi ka mag-invest sa VUL, mag-invest ka somewhere or mag-save ka sa bangko, you will go through a journey of savings and investing. Right? So pagdadaanan mo yun unti-unti, hindi naman may pera ka ngayon 5 million, ilalagay mo kaagad siya ng ganun. It doesn't always happen that way. Maglalagay ka 50,000, 100,000, 20,000, 10,000, 5,000. You should start somewhere. So it's a journey. Unti-unti mo siya pag-iipunan. Pero alam mo, meron kang goal dapat. No? So the beauty about VUL is that when something happens in the middle, kunyari 3 years pa lang, 5 years pa lang, for a 10-year, 15, 20-year goal, something happens to you as the breadwinner. No? May pwedeng ibigay si VUL sa family mo. Pag nagsisave ka sa bank, kung nyari nakasave ka pa lang ng 500,000 for a 5 million goal, wala nang ibang makukuha kundi 500,000. In fact, it's still subject to estate tax pa. Diba? So, kung hanggang dun lang, let's say, namatay yung breadwinner in 5 years, nakaipon siya 500,000, 500,000 lang yung makukuha ng family niya. If it's invested to stock market, crypto, business, whatever, at yun pa lang yung naipon niya, yun lang yung makukuha ng family niya. Diba? But with VUL, with the insurance policy that you have, it will automatically kick in that you will have an insurance coverage out of thin air. Saan ang galing yun? Yun sa insurance policy mo. Diba? So, para siyang actually paluwagan, no? Naghuhulog yung mga different people, different policy holders. In case sino yung mga ilangan, siya muna yung mag-withdraw. no? In this case, to the insurance policy, the insurance coverage. So kung 5 million yung insurance policy mo, kahit 500,000 pa lang yung naiipon mo, makukuha kagad ng family mo yun. If that's an educational goal, let's say 10 years from now, 15 years from now, pupapasok sa school yung kids mo. Paano yung elementary and high school? Nag-iipon ka pala. Diba? Sino na magbabayad dun if you're the breadwinner? What if your spouse doesn't earn as big of an income than you or like you? So, you need to create that immediate fund, and only life insurance, in this case, that your VUL policy can do for you. So that's the beauty of VUL. While you're saving, it creates that immediate asset that your family will be able to enjoy. If you like this video, just don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe in my channel. And also, again, leave in the comment section, what do you like about this video? What is your favorite learning about VUL? If you're happy, if you still have questions, go and hit me in the comment section. I will do my best to answer. So if you will also have quotation requests or personal questions to me about your VUL policies, or if you would want to get a VUL policy or ask for a quotation, send me a message in my Facebook page. I just need your full name and birth date. I need your occupation and country if you're an OFW. And if VUL yung pag-uusapan natin, I would want to know how much coverage do you want, yung insurance mo, or what is the goal, para saan mo yan kukunin, or if you have a budget in mind. Alright, so thank you very much for your time. Go ahead to my Facebook page, that's DJ Dimaliuat, or facebook.com/DJ Dimaliuat official, for your questions or quotation requests. So with that, guys, thank you very much for watching. See you again soon.